what's up y'all, it's your boy Spider-Man. In today's video, we will be watching a Dang Matt Smith video scary edition. Let's get started. Oh, and I will be posting some days. And yes, I have another channel that is the same. And let's get started.
I've been working as a nurse for almost 3 years now. I've seen patients brought into the hospital in horrible conditions. I've seen some of them survive and some who didn't make it. So I believe that these constant strikes of hard reality made me strong enough to tolerate any grotesque situation. But one particular incident proved me wrong. It was a Monday night. I had just finished assisting our trauma surgeon in operating on an 8-year-old boy who was brought with a massive head injury. The poor kid tried climbing a tree with his friends while playing in the park, and he accidentally slipped from a high branch. The kid got 4 stitches on his head.
Ow.
For ease of operation, we had to shave his head, and now with the stitches, he didn't look picture perfect. But being heavily sedated, the kid hardly woke up after the surgery. Upon instructions, I put him in his cabin, updated his med chart for the morning nurse, and was about to leave for home when I heard him mumbling something in his unconscious state. La la, dipsy. At first, I couldn't make out what he was saying, but then I heard him say it again. Why did you push me? The second time, I realized what he was saying. He was pushed by another kid. Oh my God.
Kid.
I quickly sat next to his bed and took my ear close to his mouth so I could hear his rantings more clearly. But then he stopped.
Kid? No, that was a Teletubby.
Talking. As I laid my eyes on him, I found the kid staring right into my eyes. He was awake, and he was looking at me with an expressionless face. Being creeped out by this sudden incident, I fumbled. You're awake. How do you feel? Where are my parents? They aren't here right now. Did anyone push you? He suddenly looked at the door, as if he was seeing someone standing there, and a weird smile appeared on his face.
Ew.
I followed his eyes, but I couldn't see anyone. The kid then said to the invisible being, "No, I won't tell him anything. I won't tell," and closed his eyes in drowsiness from the sedatives. An eerie feeling grabbed me. Except for the kid and me, there was no one in the hospital cabin. So I couldn't make up one logical reason for what just happened. I finished my usual night round and ended my shift around 2 in the morning. I returned home, took a shower, ate some food, but even amidst all that,
Quesadillas and beer.
his creepy talks kept roaming in my mind. The fact that a kid's name could even be Lala confused me too. I planned to talk to the kid again in the afternoon. After enough rest, when I went back to the hospital, I walked straight to the kid's cabin. This time, I saw a woman sitting next to his bed. The woman smiled at me and said, "Thank you for saving my poor baby. You're the reason why he's alive today." She then looked back at the kid, who was now sitting on the bed looking at me with mysterious eyes. She caressed his cheeks and said, "Look what I brought for you." Saying this, she took out a yellow Teletubby doll from her bag and gave it to the boy. And that's when it struck me. Lala, Dipsy. Those are the names of the Teletubbies. But the boy's reaction shocked both me and his mother. He suddenly looked pale, seeing the doll, and said, "I don't want Lala anymore, Mom." "What? Why not?" I thought she was your favorite.
Nope.
She was, but the others didn't like that. That's why she pushed me so the others won't be angry at her. Ryan, what did I say about telling lies? No one pushed you. You slipped and fell. Stop saying things like that. The kid went quiet and didn't say anything else. His mother went to talk to the doctor, and I sat beside him. Ryan, who gave you this doll? I bought
Your
it
mama.
from a yard sale. Is this your favorite doll? Not anymore. Why not? The kid looked at the doll and then whispered like he didn't want the doll to hear what he was saying. It brings the others to others. Who are the others? The rest of the Teletubbies. Now, I know that kids have wild imaginations, but the fear in his eyes told me whatever Ryan was saying wasn't made up. I asked him again, what happened yesterday? The moment I asked him this question, a crow flew directly into the window behind his bed. The bird fell down, started flapping like crazy,
Hell.
and died. I called the cleaning guy to take the bird away, but something didn't seem right. I saw Ryan's face. He was looking at me with wide eyes. They don't want me to tell you. Tell me what, Ryan?
That you're too old for Teletubbies?
I don't want you here. Saying this, the kid laid on the bed, facing his back at me. Everything was so fishy about Ryan and his Teletubby doll, Lala. I took a good look at the doll and realized that its eyes were pretty odd.
Ew.
Instead of eyes, the doll had big black buttons, which made it look spooky. But then, my rational senses came
Because
to
it
my
is
head.
spooky.
Maybe Ryan's mother was right. Maybe I was thinking too much.
Are you believing the mother, not the kid?
It's very much possible that Ryan was
Dude.
making all this up.
That's just messed up.
He is just a kid. I updated his chart and went to check on the other patients. The entire evening, I worked tirelessly, and the thoughts of Ryan and his Teletubbies swept away from my mind. It was probably 9 p.m. that night. I was changing the saline of a patient when I heard a spine-chilling scream. I quickly ran towards the direction of the scream. I reached the corridor and stopped right outside Ryan's room. Another night nurse, Susie, was standing outside his room with a horrified face. Her
Why are you
fingers were
pointing in there?
pointing inside the cabin.
Yo.
As I took a look, my stomach dropped. Ryan's unconscious body was floating above the bed. I had never seen anything like that except
Oh, where's the Teletubby?
this kid was floating in the air. His face was terrified. His mouth was wide open, and his eyes were rolled into his head, revealing the whites of his eyes. Ryan, are you? Susie ran away screaming.
Yes, seriously.
God help us. God help us. I stood there watching the unbelievable happen in front of my eyes. Suddenly, the lights of the entire hospital went out. The moonlight from the window illuminated Ryan's cabin. And within the next few seconds, 4 gigantic Teletubbies surfaced from thin air, surrounding Ryan's floating body.
The heck?
They all had black buttons instead of eyes. I felt like I was about to poop my pants.
Ew.
I wanted to run away, but my legs wouldn't move. They were nailed to the ground by some unnatural force. All the giant Teletubbies started to grin at me, and then screamed in a demonic voice.
Run, man!
Then, huge lightning struck. Ryan's floating body fell onto the bed, as if he was thrown from the air above. His pulse started to go off crazily. The doctors came rushing in. Ryan's body started to shake violently. He began frothing from his mouth. We were clueless. Even the doctors couldn't say what exactly was happening to him. And then with a serious injury in his head made him go into a state of shock, and his heart somehow gave up. Susie and I never told anyone about seeing the poor kid's body floating in the air. His parents were left in tears with their beloved kid's death. Ryan's death remains a mystery to me to this day, but I took that creepy Teletubby doll and burnt it in the incinerator. I know no one will believe me, but I am certain that it's haunted, and it was him and his mates who were responsible for this kid's death. Maybe they always wanted to take the kid's soul away. That's why they pushed him the first time. But even though he was saved the first time, he couldn't be saved the second. I wished his mom listened to him and didn't bring that scary doll to the hospital. Maybe Ryan would have lived if she burnt it in the first place.
Oh, and yeah, that's it for the video.
I think we learned a valuable lesson.
Peace.